When it comes to fashion, it's important to stay unique and not let rules or trends dominate your personal style. But there are a few basic guidelines that can make life a lot easier. It's important to dress for the body type you have and not the type you think you deserve. My name is Ajisafe and you're watching Fashion Fix. On this episode, we're going to teach you how to dress for your body type. There's some outfits that look amazing on one body type and a total nightmare on another. Dressing for your body type is one of the most important things you need to know as a woman. Here to help us today is a designer and stylist extraordinaire. Jane-Micheal has styled amazing superstars such as Bolanle Olukani, Stephanie Coker and many, many more. More recently, she styled Minnie de la Minnie for the AMVCA's 2017. Jane is going to help you dress for your body type. Here to help us out today is Jane-Micheal. Now the thing about it is that Jane is actually a friend of the family already. That's right, you featured in our very first season of Fashion Fix. Thank you so much for joining us today, Jane.
Thank you so much for having me, Mercy.
It's always a pleasure to have you. You know, this is when we are talking about superstars. Not only is she a designer, she is also a stylist. You are absolutely amazing, Jane.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So we're talking about dressing for your body type. We know fashion is important. You have to think about trends. You have to think about, you know, styles and cut. But most importantly, you also have to think about the kind of body type you have. Because some people are dressing for the body type they wish they had and not necessarily the one they do have. So we've got the pear-shaped, you know, we've got an hourglass figure, we've got athletic, and, you know, we have a little bit of a fuller figure as well. Those are, I think, the four main ones.
Yes.
Now, what tips would you give me and the listeners for dressing for our body type?
Let me pick two out of the numbers you mentioned. Yes. I'll talk about the pear shape. For someone who is
heavier at the bottom,
yes,
you know, slimmer at the top and heavier at the bottom.
Exactly. So I'd always recommend clothes that are cut in bias, you know, so that it just sits, you know, it just flows like it waters down.
It just skims your curves.
It just skims your curves. So like she said, I like clothes that have demarcations as well. You know, as opposed to
just
one stretch. So when you have an outfit similar to what I'm wearing now, and it has a demarcation, it doesn't emphasize how heavy you are, you know, down there, except you deliberately want to show off that part that God has blessed
your hips are not lying.
They are not telling lies. Then I'll talk about the athletic, you know. For someone who's athletic, you know your body is extremely toned, almost looking like a man. Try as much as you can to avoid showing your legs and your, you know, your arms.
You may
you may like it though. You actually may like it, but then again, sometimes men wouldn't want to feel like they are dating their fellow men. So when you wear things, you could wear off shoulders. Off shoulders can break that athletic look. You know how it is where you have, see, mine is almost like him. Okay, let me stiffen it now. You know, so yes, you can use the off shoulder. You can use, if you really like wearing sleeveless and all that, you can also do the cold shoulder. So it's just the tip of your shoulder.
Tip of your shoulder just showing.
Just showing. You can do shears as well and mesh over your arm. You know,
I like that.
So it shows a bit of skin and then not showing how toned your arms are.
I get it.
Don't get me wrong. I actually love toned arms, but when it's really athletic, like that's why it's called the athletic kind of body, you have to cut down on showing those parts, you know, and then try as much as you can to be feminine, you know. Don't wear too much blazers and all of that.
So it's all about being as feminine as you possibly can. No matter what your body type is, try and be as feminine as possible.
Yes.
Let's have a look at what you picked out for the body types. What do you have? Show me. I'm ginger.
So basically, when I looked through the shelf of clothes.
By the way, guys, we're in Zaza in VI. If you know, check us out.
I picked this. The reason why I picked this dress is that, you know, we have some people who are very self-cautious on, or once you're getting above size 10, you know, even me that is standing here, I'm approximately a size 10. I have to suck in a bit of tummy so it doesn't look like this. And then if you have people who can't control, you know, their tummy and all of that, you have something, and then this distracts whatever happens down there. And because you just don't want to, you know, you want to go out feeling free,
yes,
comfortable and everything. So this will help you feel as free as possible. So another tip to getting what you want, wherever you have a problem with, for instance, if you have a problem with your tummy, you can get outfits that have frills and tassels and some of those, you know, designs that distracts that region. Same applies to your arms and all, but not the breast, please. If you're very busty, try not to get things that would distract you, because you just draw more attention
to them,
to the boobies.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay, girl, so walk us through this.
She's a size 8.
Okay.
But you know how it is with size 8. They're usually cheat sizes, you know. So I paired these two together, being that I can go all out in terms of colors, in terms of, well, color combination, styles, people like that. You can get away with almost anything. And I tried to block the colors, you know, not the expected white. If you look through this fabric, you can see that there's a shade of brown in it, and that's why I picked this top.
The top to go with it.
to go with it. So,
what kind of challenges would you think a size 8? Because I think people always assume that, okay, you're a size 8, you're very slim, you don't have any fashion challenges. As someone who is, you know, was a size 8, is a size 8, I definitely tell you there's some challenges. But from a professional point of view, what kind of challenges would you have dressing a really slim model?
When you are in that category and you know you're very cautious of how skinny your legs are, you can do waterfall dresses, you can do, you know, you can even do exaggerate, like an oversized top, you know, with your skinny jeans, and then it gives you that retro effect. And at the same time, you're edgy at the same time. Now, I wish I could just go back to a size 0.
Yes, I wish I could go back as well, but you know, alas, what can we do? Is that your last look, or do you have another look for me?
This is my last look.
Okay, this is your last look. I love, 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 love. Well, thank you so much, Jane. You know, it's really interesting because, you know, when you spoke about getting close to fit people, this works for all of us, whether you're slim or whether you're a bit bigger. One of the good things about being here in Nigeria is tailor, tailor, tailor. Auntie, go to your tailor, get your trousers taken in, get them to fit you perfectly. You'll have no problem with that. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Mercy, for having me.
Once again, it's Jane-Micheal Eckenham, superstar. Thank you so much for joining us, Jane. I had so much fun in today's episode. Now, don't forget, guys, today we learned how to dress for the body type you have. We'd like you to tag us in all your pictures, so make sure you contact us on our social media, which is right here. My name is Mercy Ajisafe, and you're watching Fashion Fix.